So, when you go into a job interview and they start asking you questions about, like, what's your biggest flaw? Now, you can't actually say what your biggest flaw is, so you say something like, oh, well, my biggest flaw is that I just work too hard. I'm just too good at what I do. It infuriates people because of just my absolute grandeur and just my elegance when I do my job. That's my biggest flaw. I mean, my goodness, I don't even know if you, my boss, can take my abilities here. I might even take your spot. One of those answers. Yeah. So I'm about to do that for like the next couple minutes because this is my channel and why not? I can talk about whatever I want to talk about. But recently, I've been thinking about a problem that I have, and it's not a problem that I hear a lot of people talking about, but I'm sure there are other people out there like that because we're all humans and we all do similar things throughout our lives. So I'm sure this is maybe a little bit relatable. But before I went to college, and even as I came into college, I think one of my biggest problems was I was always stressed I wouldn't be able to get stuff done. And I think that's for a multitude of reasons. Maybe it's because I worried I'd lack the skill to complete the task, which, something I still think about here or there. But I think one of the bigger ones is that I worried that with all the stuff I had to do, I wouldn't have enough time to complete it, and therefore I would not be able to do all the things I wanted to accomplish and do all the things I wanted to do and all the things I was interested in. And it just didn't seem like there was enough time in the day, not enough time in the week, not enough time in the month, not enough time in a year to just complete a task, a goal that I set for myself. And this was really infuriating and frustrating, and it caused a lot of anxiety and stress. But as I've gone into my college career and I've been forced to accomplish many things and balance it with the things I want to do and do all the goals that I want to do, I can't deny the record anymore. I've looked at the data and it shows that I accomplish everything that I want to do, basically. Anything that I need to do, I get done. So I've come across a new problem, which is that I'm just way too reliable. I find that no matter what happens, no matter if I'm sick or I'm tired or if I have a bajillion things to do, when push comes to shove, I'm going to get it done. And you would think that's exciting, but this is sort of a problem because now that I know what it takes to get something done, it means that I also know the pain and the struggle that I'm going to have to go through in order to get that thing done. And that's just not at all entertaining of an idea. And oftentimes now I can just like almost get like some whatever the word, some premonition, I should say, of the future and what I need to do. And I look at it and I'm like, yeah, I'm not trying to do all of that. And that's difficult because there's always demands of the world to get stuff done. It seems like the world is just like watching my leaderboard, my skill tree level up as I gain more reliability points. And the more reliable I become, the more the world expects of me. It seems like all of my teachers give me all the work all at the same time. People are asking me for things all at the same time. People need help with something all at the same time. And I have to get all of this work done. And I'm like, I'm not even worried that I'm not going to get it done. But I am worried that I have to go through all of this pain to get it done. And I just don't know what to do about that. And it seems like it's a question that's been plaguing me for a little bit of time now. And I really hate letting people down. I love to help people. Like if anybody asks me for help to do something, I will drop everything to go over there and help someone. And I don't even think I do the same thing for myself. But the point of the matter is I get everything that I need to get done. And I just don't want to let other people down and let myself down by not doing those things that I now feel obligated to do and have all these expectations to get done. So it gets back to the last video I made about responsibility. But I guess the new question that has come to me is, just because you can get everything done doesn't mean that you should get everything done. It seems like the more that we're able to accomplish, the more we think to ourselves, oh, we should accomplish more, we should do more things, and therefore we'll be doing more things and working towards more goals, and we'll be able to accomplish more in our lifetime, that set amount of time that we have on this earth to do things. But at the same time, every time I split myself to do another thing, each of those things get less of me. And either they become generic and robotic, or if they do get parts of me, they're only getting a fraction of what they should and therefore are not coming out to the full potential of what they could be. It seems like everything that I do, I wouldn't say is mediocre, but I would think I'd rather say is that the things that I could do if I limited the amount of things I do, would be at a standard that I would call or be proud to call something that I made. And I guess those are obvious facts. We hear those things all the time from adults. And we hear them, I guess I'm an adult, but we hear them all the time growing up. And we get it, but at the same time, it just seems to me that I never really understand some of those things at certain points in my life. And I feel like I'm at the point now where I have to make a decision where I should choose to do the things that I want to do and are important to me, and then not do the things that are not those things. I don't know. I guess in an ideal world, we would say that you do the things that are important to you. And I think for most people, when we think about what will be important to us after a month or a year or 10 years, we'd say like the friendships we built, the relationships that we've built, the growth in our faith, the growth in our goals, growth in our skills, growth in our hobbies and the things that we enjoy. Those are things that are important to us. But those things don't pay for my house, my food, the money that I need to even enjoy the leisures of like going to the movies or doing simple things require me to do things that I'm obligated to do because of the systems that we've built and the systems that we live in, and therefore have to do the things that I don't want to do. And I know I can get those things done, but I don't really want to do them. And I guess people would say, well, you can combine the two things and do things that you enjoy doing and you find important to you, and that will also give you profit or money. But those jobs are some of the hardest ones to find, because just because something is important to you does not mean that it's important to everybody else. And therefore, if it's not important to everybody else, then technically it has no monetary value except for the value it brings to you. And if it doesn't bring any monetary value, then you can't survive. So, I don't know, this has been a running theme in my past couple of videos, but yeah, I guess it's just the noticing and the changes that I've had in my life, that I need to get things done. I get it done, but I don't want to get them done because they're not the things that I want to be doing and the things that are important to me. And that sort of conflicts with my actions and my behavior. I'm working so hard to get the things that I have to do because I need to get a good job, so I have to work hard in school and I need to make money and all sorts of things, and I have to be able to be a competitive applicant against other people, so I have to do above and beyond what other people are doing, and I have to do all of those things, and I'm putting aside and making the important things the things that lose a little bit of me. And I think it should be the other way around, but it's not so easy to just say I'm going to give up on those things I have to do because I want to do things that are important to me. And I don't even know what that means. Like, what is important to me? I've been working on the things that I have to do so long that it's hard to even say what it's like to do things that are important to me. I feel that every time I'm on a break and I have the opportunity to do those things, I have this urge to, no, you have to go back to working. You have to get the stuff done, because if you don't, you're going to get behind. It's like it built into my DNA now. It's been ingrained into my system that I have to continue working on those things because that's what I'm supposed to do. And I don't know how I can rewire my brain to make it so that I feel that same level of urgency to build the things that are important to me, like my friendships and my relationships and all the hobbies and tasks that I want to do. How do I make those feel like those are the things that are important to me? How do I make that the priority so that when I'm working, I feel like, I should be doing the things that are important to me and not doing this stuff because I have to. I think I'd much rather live a life where I get to do the things that are important to me and feel fulfilled in those things that are important to me, and not so much worry about, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. Obviously, I'll still do those things, but maybe it's okay to put a little less effort into those. Maybe it's okay to be content with the smaller things instead of the bigger things. I don't know. I feel like I've talked about this a few times on this channel, but yeah, just something to think about. No real point to this video. I just wanted to complain, as I said, talk about my job interview answer about I work too hard. But I'd love to hear what everybody else thinks. Do you guys also struggle with the idea of being too reliable and people relying on you too much and everybody giving you all this work all at the same time? Or are you more in the boat where you're just like, I'm worried I'm not gonna get anything done at all? Either way, I hope you guys took something from this video. But that's pretty much it. See you later. Bye. Just a little addendum. I guess I said all of that about being too reliable just to make the point that I haven't posted in an entire week simply because I have been way too busy, and this is obviously not the utmost priority for me, which I guess would be something that I would want to work on, to do the things that are important to me, like making these videos. But yeah, my upload schedule will probably decrease from now on, maybe once a week, twice a week. We'll see what happens, but I am absolutely swamped, and I will get all this stuff done, and I guess that will include making videos, but maybe just not as much. So yeah, that is pretty much all. So yeah.